What's up, folks, and welcome back to Dyce Reacts, where we are staying in Poland tonight. We are going to be checking out how Polish brands conquered US markets silently. Now, this is going to be interesting. I can't wait to check it out. Yeah, very much side checks one out. We're going to waste no more time. We're just going to get right into it, folks. We're going to get right into it. Oh, yeah.
What if I told you that some of the biggest shifts in your daily life, your skincare routine, your happy hour drinks, the games you escape into, even the clothes you're scrolling through online, are quietly being shaped by a country you may not have expected? Poland. Yes, Poland. Behind the scenes, Polish brands have been steadily breaking into the US market, not through flashy advertising campaigns, but through solid quality, clever branding, and cultural savvy. This isn't just about pierogi and Chopin anymore. This is about how Poland is building global brand power right under America's nose. So today we're going to explore the Polish brands that are dominating American industries in beauty, fashion, gaming, food, transportation, and more. Some of these names you'll recognize instantly. Others may surprise you. But by the end of this video, you'll start seeing the Polish influence all around you, and maybe even in your own home. Let's begin where many people first experience global culture: beauty. Enter Inlot Cosmetics, a brand that makeup artists and beauty lovers in the US are obsessing over. While giants like MAC and Sephora dominate the headlines, Inlot has carved out a serious cult following. Born in Poland and rooted in pharmaceutical-grade quality, Inlot is known for its high pigmentation, affordable luxury, and most importantly, its customizability. Their Freedom system lets customers build their own personalized palettes, something that has resonated deeply in a beauty industry increasingly focused on individuality and self-expression. But Inlot didn't stop at great products. They made strategic moves, placing flagship stores in high-profile areas like Times Square and Chelsea Market in New York. That's not just visibility, that's claiming real estate in the heart of beauty culture. Now, imagine you're at a bar in Manhattan. You order a vodka cocktail, and the bartender pours from a frosted bottle etched with elegance Belvedere vodka. That's Polish, too. Belvedere has become synonymous with premium vodka in the US market. Smooth, stylish, and certified kosher, Belvedere has earned its place in upscale bars, celebrity lounges, and even Hollywood. You might have seen it on screen in the hands of James Bond in Spectre. Not only is it positioned as a luxury spirit, but it also helped redefine what consumers expect from high-end vodka, emphasizing craft, origin, and purity.
How about lots of memory?
But the real power move came from another Polish brand, Sobieski Vodka. You may not have heard of it, but industry insiders sure have. Sobieski stunned competitors when it became the official vodka of Madison Square Garden, replacing the iconic Absolute. That's like taking the starting position in a championship team without anyone seeing it coming. It was a calculated strike, offering top shelf quality at a lower price and building grassroots loyalty. Suddenly, Polish vodka wasn't just that Eastern European stuff. It was high-end, cool, and very much in demand. Now, let's move into a different kind of luxury: time, and how we choose to spend it. You might be surprised to know that two of the most influential video games in the world today come from a Polish studio called CD Projekt. Yes, The Witcher and Cyberpunk 2077 are both the brainchildren of CD Projekt Red, based in Warsaw. These games have sold tens of millions of copies globally, with massive player bases in the US. They've reshaped open-world storytelling, character depth, and even how games are marketed.
Now, I used to play a lot of games back in the days when, PS came about, Dreamcast, Nintendo 64, and all those games. But I still love playing a lot of the retro games. Yeah, but the competitiveness online as well. It's also fun as well. But I'm more of the old school. If I play multiplayer, I want the people to be in the room. So, we could see who's the best. I've definitely heard those games. Didn't know it was Polish made. didn't know that at all because sometimes you think everything is just US, US, US. I'm from a small country. I think a lot of people just think a lot of things that are very, very popular most likely comes from the United States. But this is certainly changing. Certainly.
The Witcher, in particular, has transcended the gaming world, spawning a Netflix series and becoming a household name. CD Projekt isn't just a studio, it's a cultural force and one of Poland's most valuable exports.
That's great.
Shifting gears into fashion, meet LPP. If you haven't heard of them yet, you will. LPP is the company behind brands like Reserved, Crop, House, and Mojito. While they dominate Eastern Europe and parts of Asia, LPP has been aggressively moving west, and online shopping has helped bridge that gap to American consumers. Reserved, in particular, offers a style blend that feels like if Zara and H&M had a younger, edgier cousin. Their production is fast, their price is competitive, and their designs hyper-attuned to Gen Z and millennial aesthetics. They're already appearing in US fashion hauls and Instagram feeds. Mark my words, it's only a matter of time before you see Reserved pop up in your wardrobe without realizing it came from Poland.
Wow. They're doing big things in Poland, man.
Let's take a moment to explore something more functional, but no less important: transportation. Solaris Bus and Coach, another Polish brand, is a silent mover in the global transition toward green public transit. While their electric buses are more visible in Europe, they've started to inch into the US market through sustainability initiatives and partnerships with eco-forward cities. As municipalities across the US begin to rethink public transport, Solaris is well positioned to be a major player in that conversation. Their buses are efficient, tech-integrated, and purpose-built for urban sustainability, a niche with growing demand in America. Now, how about something sweet? Literally, polished confectionery brands like Wawel, Weidel, and Goplana are quietly satisfying American sweet tooths, especially through specialty stores and ethnic grocers. But this isn't just immigrant nostalgia. These chocolates are gaining traction among foodies and international snack lovers. Wawel, in particular, has built a reputation for clean ingredients and ethical sourcing. In a market where big-name chocolate brands are often criticized for additives and artificial flavoring, Wawel is offering a clean label alternative that still hits the sweet spot.
Okay.
And speaking of clean, let's dive into skincare. The US has long been obsessed with Korean and French beauty, but Polish skincare brands like Ziaja, Bialenda, and Eveline are carving out their space. Ziaja, for instance, is beloved for its affordable yet highly effective products that combine natural ingredients with dermatological research. American beauty influencers are beginning to take notice, with these brands popping up in YouTube hauls, skincare routines, and TikTok trends. The appeal? Quality formulations that don't break the bank. In a post-inflation world, that's a serious competitive edge. Even in home appliances and construction, Poland is stepping in. Brands like Amica, which specializes in kitchen appliances, and Drutex, a leading manufacturer of windows and doors, are exporting their goods to the US. These aren't flashy consumer-facing names, but they're quietly filling homes, construction projects, and retail warehouses across the states. With a reputation for reliability and European engineering, these companies are gaining contracts in sectors that value durability and cost efficiency. Before we wrap up, let's honor two legendary names in the beauty world, Max Factor and Helena Rubinstein. While the companies are no longer Polish-owned, both founders were born in Poland and brought their genius to the American beauty industry in the early 20th century. They essentially invented the idea of modern beauty branding. From mascara to foundation, the very products you use today likely trace their origins back to innovations sparked by these pioneers. Their legacy lives on in every department store and beauty aisle, and it started in Poland. So what does all of this mean? It means Poland isn't just a cultural powerhouse or a historical footnote. It's a modern economic engine, producing global brands that compete, disrupt, and dominate. The US market, one of the hardest to crack, is slowly and steadily opening its doors to Polish quality, innovation, and ambition. From makeup counters to metro systems, from online fashion carts to AAA video games, Polish brands are making their mark.
Definitely. A lot of innovative stuff, and they're in different fields. They are not just stuck in one field. That's what I'm seeing there, and you're doing a damn good job so far. And some of the brands, you just have, from the visualization, the way that I'm seeing it, they look high end. They don't look like it's flimsy cheap stuff. They look like the durability is very high. They're really trying to compete, not just locally, but really internationally. So the standard is pretty damn high. And he said something there at the end there. He made a statement. He probably didn't want to make it as a point of reference, but I have to ask the question, because he said the two brands at the end are not Polish owned anymore, but they were, from the beginning, it was Polish people who invented it. So I'm saying the brands that he mentioned, are they Polish owned? Is he referring to that as long as it's being produced in Poland, or does it still has to be owned by Polish people for him to put it on the list? So I really don't know exactly how to take what he's saying there. Like, in what way is he measuring the list he gave there? I don't know how he chose to put the list, but this was very informative, and I must say, I might have to check out for some of those brands. I may probably have seen a few of them, but I didn't recognize it to be Polish. But I'm gonna have to check up on that. If you want to see that long journey archer that I do, hit me over Dyce Reacts, Random Music Reactions. This is where I'm gonna be making my exit. Until next time, peace out.